today is pretty informal, but it's a lot of fun. Welcome to the Ambulatory Track and Field Challenge, part of the 2020 Angel City Virtual Games, presented by the Hartford. So thankful for them. Paralympian javelin thrower. I like hosting things, apparently. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Before we get started, you guys might already know this, but just a few announcements. If you don't mind putting yourself on mute, just so we could hear our coaches, and I like hearing myself talk. It's a beautiful voice. No, I'm just kidding. And if you're a non-adaptive athlete participant, please, if you don't mind adding the word supporter to your name in the Zoom box. You do this by, you click the three dots in the right-hand corner, and then you rename, and then if you're a non-adaptive athlete participant, just please put supporter. That way we know. And then there's a raise your hand feature if we ask questions and you want to raise your hand. I feel like I'm like a teacher teaching school, just like raise your hand, right? But that way we could just call on you. Plus, if you turn on active speaker, it makes the screen bigger when whoever's talking. We're fortunate enough to have medical volunteers supervising the session. The medical team wants to remind you, keep some water nearby, perform skin checks, before and after competition, whether today or just in general. Please make sure your camera's on so we could watch. Medical is here on all the sessions 30 minutes before and after, actually the Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday events. So please stop by or let them know if you need anything or if you have any questions. It doesn't have to be just related to what the session's talking about, I'm guessing, but if you have a history of cardiovascular, breathing history, COVID, stuff like that, please let one of the medical professionals know. And if you have any changes in your condition while competing or training, and if you're in a hot environment, message them so they're aware. Finally, I'd like to take a moment to thank the incredible sponsors who made this event possible. Again, the Hartford, the presenting sponsor of the 2020 Angel City Virtual Games, and another big thank you to Adaptive Apps, who built the platform, and Flower, who are sponsoring this event. Adaptive Apps, it's really cool. I'm learning about them. That I don't know how they built the platform, but they did it. And Flower is one of the top prosthetic orthotic companies in the business. And a big thank you to all the volunteers, allies, and participants in today's session. If you're in the chat, just give a big thank you to all the people that put this on. I'll give you some time to do that. Just say thank you, or gracias, or whatever. However you show your appreciation, let's do that right now. And if you joined us on the clinic on Monday, you may or may not recognize some fabulous and potentially famous coaches in the Zoom. But let's do some quick intros for anyone who's new. And after that, we'll take a couple of minutes to talk about the challenges that we posted. And then we get into some Q&A, question and answer. So if you have any questions for all of our coaches, write them in the chat. Maybe save it for a little bit because we're going to do some introductions right now. Let me hop over, and if you're a coach who's here, who do we have here? All right, Tyrone. Just quickly, briefly, kind of give just a minute or so introduction of who you are, what you've accomplished. Any fun fact about yourself?
Hi there, everyone. My name is Tyrone Play. I'm a Paralympian from South Africa, as well as a bronze medalist from the Rio Paralympic Games, specializing in shot put. I think for me, one of the things that people don't know about me is that I'm a bit of a practical joker, and I like having a lot of fun on the side. So I'm not as serious as I look. That's me.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. I didn't know that you were a practical joker. That's so cool. Up next, we got our coach. You saw him a little bit on Monday. He's had a cool day today. Regas, do you mind just kind of tell him just a brief introduction about who you are?
Hey, I'm Regas Woods from Florida. I am a USA Paralympian, World Championship team member, bronze medalist in the 2015 World Championships, Pan Am Games, gold and silver medalist, a million times national champion. My resume is long. I love music. I'm a musician first, then athlete. Those are the cool things about me. I love to play drums, trumpet, French horn, violin. Also play keyboard.
No, didn't you perform? You performed at the concert, yeah?
Yes, I did a song, Change Don't Come by Sam Cooke. I did a cover.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Up next, I believe we have Marco. Marco, do you want to briefly introduce yourself?
Hello, guys. I'm Marco. I speak from Brazil. I am a Paralympic athlete, participated to 2 Paralympic Games, and I'm a 6-time national championship in Brazil for discus. And congratulations to here again, my friends. Thank you so much.
Dang, thank you, Marco. Thank you. That's pretty cool. And then I think last but not least, we have, and then Marco, do you mind just muting yourself right now as Lacey goes? Lacey, ladies and gentlemen, take it away.
Hey everybody, my name's Lacey Henderson. I'm in the middle of a move, so I feel delirious, but I'm happy to be here. I was a Division I cheerleader at the University of Denver, and then started track after college, which is fine. And I got some hardware, made some teams, which has all been great. I guess a fun fact about me is I'm a little bit of a linguist. I speak Spanish fluently, French conversationally, and like my Italian's but I love talking, so I figured I'd learn it in a couple of different ways. So
That's awesome. Am I missing anybody? Any coaches? Anybody that I need to introduce? Ezra might be hopping on in just a sec. If he hops on, everyone just spam Ezra in the chat, please. If you don't know Ezra, you should. He's not a Paralympian yet, but pretty much will be. What's up, Ezra?
What's up, Cody?
What's up? He will be in like a year or so, so he pretty much is. But yeah. All right, guys.
Okay.
We're going to get going on. We're going to talk about the challenges for a little bit. So Monday's clinics, all of us Paralympians created challenges for y'all to compete. I saw so many of you get it after this week. Some of the coaches included, shout out to Marco's Starfish post. That was pretty great. We challenge you to stretch every day, practice your push-ups, throwing with the power position, working on your core strength. Lacey even wanted measurements on your best standing and long jump and high jump. Now, we'll go through a few of them, maybe not all of them, but by raise of hands, either on the Zoom thing or the little hand raising emoji thing. Who did Tyrone's Starfish Challenge? Let's take a moment here. I want to know who did Tyrone's Starfish Challenge. We got some hands. How do you could do there if you hit reaction. You could do a little thumbs up too if you want. That's pretty cool. It's tough. It's tough. Anyone struggle with it? I struggled with the Starfish Challenge. It was a lot of fun. We got some people joining. I love it. All right. So some of the other challenges that we did. Lacey.
But Cody, we got to put it into perspective, right? I'm like 260 pounds, right? Doing the Starfish.
That's great. I'm like not even 200, and I struggled. I'll have to post videos soon. Oh man, that's part of working out, is doing stuff that's hard so you get better, right?
100%. Yeah.
That's why it's called a challenge and not just an easy thing. I don't know. What else do we do? Let's see. Show of hands if you guys were able to do Lacey's challenge and maybe you jumped the entire length of your bedroom. Anyone do that? Anyone? I know it's kind of tough indoors, outdoors. We got a few people. Lacey showing their hands right there. Lacey, if you don't mind unmuting, do you ever have to like move stuff around in your house to like, I know you're moving, but do you ever have to like create space to do stuff?
Oh, for sure. Especially, like the houses in Denver are not that big. So even just doing like a yoga routine, Pilates routine, we have to pull out a mat. We move a lot of furniture around regularly in my house.
Dang, because is it hot outside right now for you, or what's the kind of the weather like?
It's super duper hot. It's probably going to hit 100. And since we're at elevation, we're like right next to the sun. And the house I'm moving out of, the air conditioning's been broken. So I am looking forward to my new place with air conditioning. Yeah, you get a little sweat and then you just hide in the dark for the rest of the day. You just make it work,
Yeah, you kind of have to, especially with what's going on now. I mentioned this on Monday, but my lifting area is my driveway. So you have to do what you got to do to make it work. Let's see. Anyone else want to share their experience with any of the other challenges? Marco, do you want to talk about your Starfish post? Are you here?
About my challenge. Okay, my idea was motivation, the little throw-ins.
Yeah.
About the Tyrone challenge.
Yeah, Tyrone's challenge. You tested it.
For me, it's so hard, no, because I am a fat guy, but I never give up. Oh no, it's so fun, you know, because my idea is motivation for the little athletes for moving to, you know, this is more important, you know.
Yeah,
Well
I
done,
love
Michael.
it. Thank you. Thank you. I like that. Motivation. Motivation, that's what it is. Oh man. And guys, we're gonna before we get into the raffle, I know there's just a few of us, so guess what? We could have a really cool conversation right now. It is question and answer time. I'm so proud of everyone who completed one or multiple or all of the challenges. And if you weren't able to get it this week, no problem. These are exercises us coaches do all the time. And guess what? So can you. Even if there's no Hartford or Flower Prize or Angel City Prize at stake, it's worth it to do it. So now we're going to have the coaches answer some more questions. I don't know if there are any in the chat. So right now, if you have your questions, post them in the chat. You can ask more than one question if you want. They could be related to sports or anything random, but maybe related to sports. But I do have a question from Cam from Los Angeles, and it looks like a question to every coach. It's a cool question. What is your favorite place? This was already kind of submitted earlier. What's the favorite place that you've ever traveled for track and field? I'll start off. I'll let the coaches think. Favorite place that you ever traveled for track and field is the question. My answer, I have to, it has to be Brazil. It has to be Rio. I love that type of culture. I love I wanted to learn Portuguese when I was down there, so I was like saying like bom dia, right? Is that right, Lacey? Is that right? Bom dia? Okay, because you're the linguist here, right?
Marco's probably better than me, but you know, if my studies serve me correctly, yes.
Yes.
That's right. Sorry, Marco, you speak the language.
They speak Spanish, no? In Brazil, don't speak in Spanish. They speak in Portuguese.
That's right.
So the next time, Cody, you should say, "Hola, como você está?"
Yes, that's similar for sure. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's hi. How are you doing?
Okay, I should know that, man. See, that's why I like traveling. You get to meet cool people like Marco and learn their language and their culture. Marco, where's the coolest place you got to travel with track and field?
I'm competing for a long time, you know, but I think is the more special for me for my first Paralympic game in Beijing. Yeah. You know, everything it's so big, it's so different, you know. I love the Chinese cultures. I have opportunity to stay there for 2 times. For me, I think, I don't know if because more first Paralympic games or because for the Chinese, everything is so different from Brazil. I hope come back for China one day with vacation with my family.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And it looks, Tyrone, if you want to answer that question and a question that Julie left for you in the chat, that would be awesome. Do you see it?
I didn't look at the chat, but I'll have a look at it now. So
if not, I could. Yeah.
You want to read it while I answer, and then you.
Yeah. So Julie said she's been to South Africa many times and loves it there. But when are you planning to travel, or where are you next planning to travel? And do you have any upcoming meets that you're looking forward to?
Well, sadly, because of COVID-19, there's so much restriction, so I can't really travel. I had an event in Prague in a few weeks. Unfortunately, I won't be allowed to go to that. So I think this year, for me personally, is going to be canceled. I was hoping to be in LA. LA is one of my favorite places to visit. So that's not going to happen anytime soon as well. And then obviously, on a personal level, I was supposed to be in the Maldives in November, which I don't think is going to happen either. So pretty much most of my travel for this year is canceled. So unfortunately, that's the plan. As far as my favorite place to compete, I got to say from a Paralympic Games point of view, Rio stood out completely. But I competed at the Anniversary Games in London in 2013. And there was nearly 65,000 people in the stadium. And I think for me, it was an amazing experience because you got to see people basically come up to you. And as a Paralympian, we don't generally get that kind of attention. Let's be totally honest. We're not used to that kind of thing. People screaming your name, people asking for autographs, people want to take pictures with you. It was completely different for me. And I think that's what London 2012 did. It transformed the world of Paralympics. So that's why I think that was one of the greatest events and places to compete at was London.
Oh man, that was beautiful. Thanks for sharing. It's a bummer that all your stuff got canceled. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry, but
yeah, but you know what? It is what it is. Our situation in South Africa is now starting to go up. And because of that, I think the government's decided to make it a lot stricter now. So as a result, I think we might only start to travel probably later down the line.
All right, cool. We have some more questions popping up in the chat. If you have them, share them as we talk. But Lacey, what is one of the coolest spots that you've gotten to travel or want to travel? Coolest memory of travel?
For competition, Tyrone took mine. I was gonna say England. I think I competed at those anniversary games, and I can't remember if it was there. I know my first ever international competition was at the Birmingham Stadium, and that was the first time, just like you said, where we're so used to like small events, small meets, small crowds, and I'm like on the runway, and I just hear some like British accent that was like, "I follow you on Twitter," and I was like, "You know us?" Like that's so weird. I'm used to just hiding in the shadows. So I love South America. I love South America, but I think like the sport culture in GB is just unmatched, and it's really just like a good example that we should all strive for, I think, for all of our NGBs. But yeah, I guess other than that, I've been to India, which was really crazy. I've been to a lot of places, but I love South America. I gotta say, South America is like really special. I used to live in Argentina, so it's a special place for me.
No way. I didn't know that. Maybe I did, but that's super cool. That's awesome, Lacey. Thanks for sharing. All right, Regas, I don't want to leave you hanging. Where's the coolest place you've traveled with sport?
Oh man, just like everyone else. The best, London, because they showed the world how it should be done. And they really treated us like elite athletes. And I would go there a million times. The other coolest place I went though was Doha, Qatar, in 2015. Qatar was really cool. It was I love the history there and the scenery, and it was just cool. It was just a cool place to be.
That's awesome. Yeah, Doha was my first international competition, so that was special to me as well. I was still in college at the time, so I had to like do my homework from the hotel, and it was like horrible Wi-Fi. So I was like, "Oh no, hopefully I can turn this in."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was so slow, but it's okay. It was worth it. All right, so anyone that wants to answer.
Cody, you make me feel old right now, Cody, by saying that.
That's awesome. I've been in the sport for a few years. I mean, not that many, about 6 or 7 years. But so, what are some of the coaches? What are the favorite things? I can't talk right now. What are some of your favorite things to do when you're not training? Anyone want to go first? I don't really have to call on people. Go for it, Regas.
I like to, of course, do music. Help my grandmother on her farm. She has a 40-acre farm. I'm learning how to farm out there and grow vegetables and work with the cattle and stuff like that. But all those type of things, and then helping coach my son's little league team. He's quite the athlete. So
that's awesome. Baseball.
He plays baseball, football, and basketball. He's quite the athlete.
Nice.
I want to add something in. I forgot to say it earlier, but the challenge Lacey was talking about jumping across your room in the house.
Yeah.
I got these new blades, these Autobot blades, and I don't think I'm going to try that anymore, Lacey. I actually hit the wall.
Yeah, you're gonna throw a body-shaped hole in the wall.
I cleared the room and hit the wall.
Like Looney Tunes style, like Regas's dreads. Like.
That's awesome. Any other coaches have any favorite things to do, or like any hidden talents? Like I secretly juggle.
I was gonna plug. It is hard to think about what you do outside of training until you're forced in a situation like this. And I've been really lucky. I started last year. So again, I love talking, and I started last year podcasting. I'm a host of a podcast called Pick Last in Gym Class, and that's my own show. And it's a mix of disabled and non-disabled talent that I interview. And then this year, actually, I got a deal with Microsoft, and I'm the host of their 3rd season, which is all about accessibility. You can find it you just type like Microsoft podcast, and you'll see me with my glasses, looking tired, but it's great.
That's awesome. Yeah. So when am I going to be a guest and show you my juggling?
We're planning October right now. Everything's on fire as far as COVID, but we are still planning for October to start interviewing again.
That's awesome. Marco, do you have any fun things that you do outside of training or any hidden talents?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I am a simple guy, I don't know I have a special talents. but today I'm learning for play guitar. I like so much music. I learned to play guitar. I love to read books,
That's
I'm the
awesome.
simple guys.
Hey, the simple life is good sometimes.
Yes, for
Keeps it
sure.
less
Now, yeah, I'm learning for surfing, adapt to surfing now. I lived for 1 year in San Diego, I'm a surfer.
No way, rock on. That's awesome. What's your favorite book, Marco? I think that was just asked in the chat.
My favorite what?
Your favorite book?
Oh, book. Okay. I don't know because the name in English, but
Yeah.
for now I read for the father, Pai Rico, Pai Pobre. What's the name in English, Nicole? I have the personal translation here.
No way. It's all good.
I don't know exactly the name in English, but I think the name in Portuguese is Pai Rico, Pai Pobre. The name is Father Rich in...
Father poor.
Yes, I think
rich,
so.
It's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably similar
Yes,
to
it's
that.
these
That's a good
books.
book.
Exactly. But I'm reading Portuguese now.
That's cool. That's awesome. So
The next challenge is reading in English.
yeah, that's hard learning a second language, isn't it? It's a little hard. Yeah.
Yes, it's so hard, but I'm not like a Lacey, but I speak in a little bit English. I speak in fluent Spanish too. Yeah, I'm speaking a little bit for Germany.
No way. That's cool. It's always fun when you're at an international competition to be able to communicate with the other athletes, isn't it? Yeah.
100%, yeah.
It's hard. It's hard when you can't. You just want to be like, good job, or like, because at least as a thrower, you cheer on the other people. From camp,
Well,
from the,
you know,
I
I met
did
a
the
guy from
stretching
Poland
challenge.
once, right?
What's up?
And I said, I met a guy from Poland once, and I tried to make conversation with him, and all he did was his look at me the whole time. He didn't even speak a word of English. I couldn't even like say to him, yeah, I was actually taking to give him the shot put, and the guy just stared at me. So I was like, okay, this is where you need to learn a bit of foreign languages so you can talk a bit.
That's awesome. Yeah, for any aspiring athletes that are going to compete internationally, that might be something to look into. That's a cool reason to learn a second language. That's why I'm trying to learn Spanish and whatnot. Maybe I should start trying to learn Japanese, which is cool. From Cameron, we got in the chat. I got a private message from Cameron. I did the stretching challenge. Is there any specific stretch that you do every day that's part of your regimen? I do a little bit of yoga. I love the downward dog, even though that's hard. I'm trying to do it. I feel like that's one of the best one to do. Coaches, do you have any stretches that you do every day?
I do a set of stretches. They're called Eldoas, and they're basically like spinal posture stretches. So I do that before, like as far as static stretching, before my warm up. And I think that, like, especially as amputees, anybody with a disability, anybody with a body really, but disabled people especially, we tend to vary in our posture when we're doing more dynamic movements. So it's kind of like a rewiring before I start, just to make sure that I'm holding good position. Yeah. And
do you mind typing that in the chat, Lacey?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what you said. Any other stretches? Megan has a really cool question in the chat, but I want to make sure we get the stretching covered. And then, I promise, we'll go to the raffle in just a little bit. Tyrone, you do a lot of Pilates, right? That's like stretching.
Yeah. So obviously Pilates is a little different from the stretching that I would do. I do more specific around shot put. So for example, a lot of hamstring, glutes, hip flexor, upper body stretching, opening up the pecs, that kind of stuff. Because you don't realize it, but like obviously for me, I get tight in the chest quite easily. So I do a lot of that stuff, a lot of band work specifically before the event, but not so much of the Pilates moves, but more basically specific towards shot put.
Yeah, that reminded me. So Cameron, I do the bands every day, band work every day. So the Hartford got you set up, or if you need more different variety, they're pretty cheap on Amazon. They're your best friend. Marco or Regas, want to hop on with any real quick stretches that you do every day?
Okay. My specific discipline is discos. No, discos I need to stretch a lot every day. I'm not the same with Tyrone and Pilates, no, but I haven't, in my train, I have a 2 or 3 sessions specific for the movements for strength specific for discus, no? But it's included in my routine 2 or 3 times by week.
That's cool. I like that. Thank you, Mark. Regas, real quick, do you have any stretches that you do every day before jumping, running?
My discipline is track and field, so my stretches normally revolve around my actual track warm up. So I do a lot of different stretches, and my warm up drills are actually what gets me loose for track.
That's cool. I like that. So Megan, who's a supporter, appreciate you supporting, Megan. Glad that you're here. Says, hello, everyone. I'm a student physical therapist. I was wondering if anyone would like to share more about their disability and how they adapt for sport or training. This is a great question. She's asking, do you use any special equipment? What exercises are the most challenging? Which exercises are your favorite? And what exercises do you think are most important for your sport? It's a lot of questions. Take what you want. I'll start off with the first part. Well, let me see. Where'd it go? Oh no. Do I use any special equipment? For me with cerebral palsy and me being a mild case, I train closer to I don't know the proper term, but I've heard able-bodied athlete, air quotes. I don't know if coaches want to weigh in on what words to use or if you even care. So I don't use too many specialized equipment. I just have to, if any balance things come up, I have to hold on to stuff for my left side. So that's how I adapt with balance is I have to use less weight on my left side than my right, which poses a great challenge because my body's then even more uneven. And I don't know if does that happen with you guys, with the coaches, like your bodies, like when you train sometimes get even? Yeah.
100%. So like for example, with me, with the prosthetic leg, it's a lot harder to balance a lot on the left. So for example, when I squat, my best squat is around about 580 or something like that, right? And I struggle because if I go down and I don't stabilize on the left side, you tend to go over too much. So you got to make sure that you kind of balance. It's super difficult. So you got to adapt a lot of stuff. Even when I deadlift and stuff like that, it's so hard to deadlift because I tend to favor one side because of the disability. You know, you see it even on the bench press. You tend to see the bar shifted slightly over. So you got to just adapt a lot of stuff. You know, how you put safeties on, how you basically get somebody to spot you so that you can stay equal all the way through. You know, simple things like that. I don't think you adapt to what you have rather than trying to get a specialized equipment kind of thing. You know, you just see how the balance is pretty much, and you just adapt from that.
Yeah, I like that. And guys, correct me if I'm wrong. So Megan, I don't know if we use too much special equipment. We just use equipment sometimes I don't want to say special.
In a specific way. For our disabilities, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing is, at least for me, is I have to train in such a way that I don't make my body more uneven, which begs a question with my coaches, like, do I lift really heavy on my right and not so much on my left, or do I keep it even? So that's the question, and just sacrifice strength on my right because my left's not kept up. That's my thing.
If
but
you take, for example, you, right?
Yeah.
It's difficult for you because of the one side. I mean, you might be able to do a single arm instead of doing both your arms where somebody else would, you know, that kind of stuff. And you just got to be smarter in the way you train rather than trying to train like a normal javelin thrower might throw or train specifically. Yeah. You know, we gotta remember the limitations that we have as well.
Yeah, it's not bad to recognize where your body's at. That's actually what a great athlete does. So you're not feeding into the a negative mindset. If you're like, oh, my body can't do this, if your body can't do it, you find a way to still get better with what your body can do. Most the exercises I think are most important for my sport are anything with the core and anything connecting my body to the ground. I don't know if that makes sense. And I think for a lot of the throws and the jumps and even just running this core and things. But coaches, hop in. What do you think are your exercises? What do you think are the most important exercises for you? And then I think we're going to move on into the raffle, which is what I know a lot of y'all are here for, in just a few minutes. But what exercises do you think are the most important for your sport?
I think just like you said, like focusing on your affected side is something that we forget. It's also like not fun and doesn't look cool on Instagram, which is unfortunate. So like a lot of the stuff that I do, like if I'm going to do a squat, I end up doing quarter squats instead of like half squats, because depth of range, I basically lose the integrity of the lift if I go past a certain range, and like what muscles I have left on my amputated side are like some hamstrings, mostly glutes. So you just have to like really find the exercises, and even if you split it up, so like if I do step ups, like my left leg step ups are like beast mode, and then my right leg step ups are like maybe sometimes just the bar. Like that's it. You have to find like what strength outputs feel the same no matter like the weight distribution for like what you're lifting. So I mean, the thing with track is you're like the track and the weight room are like yin and yang basically. But you like they're very, very important. They translate really well with each other, but you have to just the rhythm that expresses on the track really comes from the work that you put in the weight room, and that's like focused, intentional work on your affected side for your movement.
I like that. Anyone else want to hop in with that, or should we move on to the raffle? Do we have any more questions? This is kind of like the final call for questions. No, I mean, not really. You could always message us, and we're here for questions. I know we have a smaller group, but that means you just might have a better chance at winning on the raffle. All right, let me hop in to my notes to see how this is going to work. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bear with me if I get it wrong, but luckily we have people from Angel City to help me out. So thank you for all the great questions, and thanks to our coaches, guys. You guys are great. If I'm not following you on Instagram, we have to follow each other and have some fun with these challenges throughout the upcoming weeks and whatnot. Before we wrap up, it is time for our raffle. So again, I just need to say their names a bunch because we're really thankful. The Hartford and Flower for these awesome goodies and raffles that we have today. So we have two separate prize wheels. I don't know if they're actual wheels or electronic. I'm not sure on that, but one will be for all the athletes who are here today, and the second will be for all the athletes who are here today and who uploaded a photo or video completing the challenge. So you have double the chance to win. So we are raffling off Flower kits, which includes some fun gear from Flower, like a t-shirt and a hat, and super athlete prize packs from the Hartford, which include a yoga mat. Dang, I want that. A water bottle, Angel City socks, and some other fun swag. That's pretty legit. Okay, so the first prize is for athletes who are here today, and let's start off with the Flower kits. And thank you. And I'm saying their name right? I should be.
Flower.
Flower. Okay. If I say it wrong, just help me out. Okay. Thanks again for supporting the 2020 Angel City Virtual Games and donating prizes. We like winning. So Tyrone, I think you're gonna help us out with the 3 swag bags. Is that correct?
Okay. Yeah. Totally.
All right. So do we
share my screen now? We're gonna
all right.
spin the wheel, and I believe the first one is for the people that completed the challenge, so that those who completed the challenge also have a chance, if they don't win the first round, to win in the second round.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to share my screen right now. All right,
Cool.
Here we go.
Katie, you won. Katie. All right, Katie. Tyrone, take it away.
Hi, Katie.
I don't know that she's here today.
I think the coach is from Brazil. Yeah,
that's cool. So. She's from Brazil?
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Okay, so I lost out on handing on that one.
She still gets it though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, she still gets it. And then we could I'll share the screen again.
So we got 2 more for Flower, right? We got 2 more?
Yep.
Sweet. Oh, I'm excited. I like giving stuff away.
Here's the second one. Beatrice. And I saw Beatrice in the Zoom, so she is here, Tyrone.
Take it away, Tyrone. Take it away. Beatrice, where are you at?
I'm here in the car.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I saw that you did Tyrone's challenge. How did that go? How long did you last?
Hi, I'm back.
Perfect.
6 seconds.
That's great.
Oh, wow. Well done. Well done, Beatrice.
Thank you.
So tell me, where exactly are you from? I'm from South Africa, so I don't know. So you got to tell me where you're from, right?
I'm from North Carolina, but right now we're
Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to ask you, right? And you have to be very biased because it's the person you're talking to. Who's your favorite Paralympian? You're thinking, it's like right in front of you. Like, that's it. That's why you're the winner today. Well done. Wish you all the best.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Congrats. All right, do we have one more with the prize pack here? Oh, this is fun.
I want to wheel like that.
Margaret.
Woohoo!
Congrats, Margaret. Are you here, Margaret?
She's below me in my window.
Maybe you could reply in the chat to some of Tyrone's questions.
Oh, sounds like it's working now.
How you doing?
Well, you can do it right now.
So you need to tell me, right? What is one of the best things you found out of this whole virtual city games? There must be something about the whole virtual world for you that you like the most.
It's nice because there was supposed to be a whole bunch of competition, so I guess it's nice to have a few competitions virtual.
Yeah, something completely different, right? Compared to obviously the norm. So, and given the circumstances, it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
And how are you finding the whole lockdown? Are you managing to still train, do anything?
Well, I was actually training 5 days a week before this. So, and lifting like 60-pound kettlebells and everything. So I'm like, I don't know what to do now because. So
you mean I might have to step up my game a bit because you got some serious metal on you there, eh?
I was supposed to go over to I'm supposed to go over to Thailand with the IWAS team in February.
Okay.
Dang,
but I'm sure that's been rearranged, so you're gonna do the next one. So wish you all the best.
Now it's in
Go
December.
and smash it.
So I'm still training, working hard.
That's awesome.
Great stuff. Keep it going.
So wait, so Margaret, they were in December originally, but now planned for February?
It was in February. Now it's in December.
Oh, okay. I got it switched. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So now you got more time to prepare for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So just
awesome.
I just one thing that I left out, Cody, is that everyone just needs to make sure that they write to Angel City Sports a little note in there regarding their name and their first name for the prizes.
So in the chat, just confirm your first and last name just to confirm the prizes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cool. Just type it out. Pretty simple. If you forget your name, it's on the screen. That's awesome. All right, so I believe we're going to keep the ball or wheel rolling. We have some other prize packs. That was it from our sponsor, Flower. But now we have 4 prize packs to athletes who shared on the platform or on social media and tagged at Angel City Sports and who are here today. And we got 4 Hartford Super Athlete prize packs coming your way. All right, I like hosting. This is so much fun. I like giving stuff away. I like the spinning wheel. All right, do we have our first name coming for the Hartford prize pack?
No. Oh, Derek almost got it, but it's Nicole.
Nicole, are you here? You're here with us, Nicole. You could unmute, are you? Nicole, if you're able to unmute, or not, are you? Can you type in the chat if you're able to unmute? If not, no worries. I know you kind of have the blank and mute, but if
I
not,
think she's on her phone, so it might be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, she's in the chat. She's saying hi. Everyone say hi back. Hi. Hi. That's awesome. Hi. So let's see. Nicole, are you excited? You just won. You won our first. I think this is like these are the first ever virtual games, so you guys are the first ever virtual winners, which is really cool. So just think about that. Use it well, use it wisely. Have fun with it. It's so cool. How was your experience with the challenges? Were they challenging? I know you're. I won't ask you too many questions because you gotta type, and I don't know what you're up to. But was it pretty challenging? Was it a lot of fun? Easy to tag Angel City? We'll wait for your reply. That's awesome. That was super fun. Nicole, you're great. Thanks for hopping in the chat. I know sometimes it's hard with the Zoom. Starfish was hard, though. Tyrone with the great challenge. She said Starfish was hard, though. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think we got to try and make it a lot easier next time. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I say challenge even harder. We got to add some weight.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Cool.
That's awesome, Nicole. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making it work, and congrats on winning. Let's spin that wheel again for another Super Athlete prize pack coming our way. Let's see who is it going to be this time. What's up? Congrats. Wait. What happened?
It gave us a prize.
Oh, no way.
Look what I get.
I was almost Luis. Got you. I see what's going on.
Yep. He got close. Oh, Katie wins another one.
Katie wins another one. What's up, Katie? You were here, right? You were here, Katie? Or no, you weren't. Was that you?
Nothing here.
Not here. Dang, Katie's racking up the prizes. I need to be her friend. I need to be friends with Katie so I can use all these prizes. That's awesome. So that was 2, correct? We got 2 Hartford down and 2 more to go. Who's going to win? The suspense is killing me just a little bit. We already have a few winners in the building. I know Eric's excited. Eric, I see he wants to win it. Let's get it. Hi, Derek. Derek, you here with us? It was close to Eric, but it was Derek. I don't know if Derek's here, but real quick, Nicole, well, I know you're on your iPhone. I forgot to mention, also just confirm your first and last name with Angel City, just, to confirm the prize that's your name and who you are. Derek, if you are listening, do the same thing. You know you're not here, but if you watch the recording, glad that you want to. We're down to our last Super Athlete prize pack, sponsored by the Hartford, who's the presenting sponsor of the 2020 City Virtual Games. Let's see who's it going to be. We got this fancy wheel. I should have put my name in. Just kidding. Cameron! Cameron, I know you're here. What's up, Cameron? How you doing? Wait, was it Cameron? It was Cameron.
Hey, was that me?
Was it? Someone help me out. That's what I saw on my screen.
Yes, yes. Cameron was our 4th winner.
You won
I would like to donate my prize to Eric because he's so animated and awesome character.
No, what? That's so awesome, man. All right, Cameron.
He's like over there, like jumping around.
That's awesome.
I love seeing your energy. So can we give it to Eric?
Yeah, let's give it to Eric. Eric, you want to unmute yourself and have a little conversation? Cameron, that was so generous.
Well done, Cameron.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Hartford. Thank you, supporters. Thank you, coaches. Thank you for everyone being here. Thank you, Eric, for your energy. And look forward to continuing the challenges with you guys.
Cameron, you're the best. Eric, so where are you from, Eric?
Grand Terrace, California.
Yeah, California. I like your shirt. We're matching. We're matching right there. Awesome. Now what events are you trying to train for, or are you doing all of them?
I tried to do the push-ups last night, the chair, which ended up being a couch dips instead of chair dips. I tried to do the starfish. I could almost do it, but it's a matter of being able to hold up myself.
Yeah. Yeah, we're pushing the limits. We're trying our best. And with track and field, what's one event that you are excited about or doing already?
Push-ups.
Push-ups? That's awesome. That's cool. That helps with anything. Oh man, Eric, I can't wait for you to get that Hartford Super Athlete prize pack. Cameron, you were awesome. Eric, do you have anything else?
Well done, Eric.
I just like to say, have fun and good luck to all my fellow athletes. I'm looking forward to the next 2 weeks, you guys. Let's go Angel City Games.
Yeah,
done,
that's how we do it, guys. That's how oh my goodness. This is it. All right. So, I just have some closing remarks. You guys have been incredible. Thanks for sticking with me for this hour. I want to just congratulate all the winners. And if you didn't win a prize today, you do have 2 more weeks to try and win 2 more awesome weeks. It's cool that we can do 3 weeks of the games now. Coaches, again, you guys have been incredible. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and your time. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Hartford, Flower, our medical volunteers. You all are amazing. Angel City Sports, I'm so glad you're here and that we could do this. It was really, real quick, it was really cool seeing how we have people from all over. In this one Zoom, we have people from South Africa, Brazil, North Carolina, California, Colorado, right? Like it's all over. And if you're from somewhere else, you could type it right now in the chat. We weren't able to have that before, but now we do. Also, if you're interested in healthcare, stop by the chat. And the adaptive sports and the healthcare field, that's pretty cool. I don't know how that works, but it's awesome. The medical team's here to help you out. I can't believe that we're almost done with week 1 of the 2020 Angel City Virtual Games presented by the Hartford. Tomorrow is the final event of the week, and I can't wait for the pajama fun run and roll. So be sure to stay updated on the platform for all upcoming events, and I will see you back for week 2 starting Monday, August 3rd. You guys have been incredible. Have fun.